Hey guys, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club. It's Monday night. How are you out there? I hope everything is going well and you had a good Memorial weekend. I wonder how the color is on your camera compared to mine. My screen is horrible. It's all washed out. I wonder how yours is. Well, hopefully it'll be okay. So I thought what we would do is start off tonight's video. I'm going to talk about adhesive strips in the Sending Smiles bundle, but before we get to that, I thought what I would do is just show you what we made at their Zoom meeting on Saturday morning, just to encourage you in case you want to come next Zoom meeting, which will be June 28th at 10 a.m. So this was using a 6x6 piece of Designer Series paper and just making some cuts so that you would get your card front, you would get a little insert on the inside, and then the reverse side of the Designer Series paper to get an envelope match. You could do the reverse or the same. On this one I chose to reverse it. So that's the first one. And then this is another one where I didn't reverse it. I just kept the same all the way through. That one. And this is the one I made with the ladies. And then that's the inside. And then this one. This was my first one, so it has a few mistakes in it. My edges are all off, but someone will still be getting blessed with this card. And then I made these two as ready to go without labels. So they're all set, they just don't have labels on them. Hey, Judy and Patty and Miss Karen. Hey, Annie, you made it on there. Miss Mary and Patty. Okay, it's good to look up and see that there's people. So those were the cards we made. This was an idea that I cased from, oh my gosh, who did I case this from? Oh my gosh, her name and face are right in front of me. Karen Titus. Karen is my upline's upline, and she does a lot of really cute, simple cards, and so that was the idea that we got from her. So that was a fun Zoom meeting, and anyone is welcome to come to Zoom. You just have to let me know so I can send you the, thanks Karen Titus, yeah, Karen Titus. So I just have to send you the link. Okay, so tonight we're going to be using some in colors, Orchid Oasis and Parakeet Party. We're going to be using the Sending Smiles bundle. I have the stamp set with me, you guys. I just didn't bring all the dies over, but it has a die for just about everything, so that's going to work out really good. We're going to be using the mini cut and emboss machine, and I think one of my dies I think I just lost one of my dies. Darn it, where did it go? Oh, I think it fell off the table and I don't see it. Well, that is a problem, Houston. We may be improvising because I think I lost one of my dies. Okay, so first let's start off, before we get to this, let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay, let me first just talk about what I've already done to save time. I cut out a square, a rectangle. I cut out the stems, which these are part of the stamp set, but I cut them out to save us time. I stamped the flowers that I want to cut out, and I just lost the die for one of them. So, no worries, I have a little backup. Oops, I have a little backup, so we might be just using the backup. So let me just get this, is it on camera? Let me just get this die in place. So I started off before you guys came on, or at least before I could see you, just hoping that you had a good Memorial Day. If you are working and you got a 3-day weekend, that was quite a blessing, I think. Let me see if I can get this to go up a little bit, because let me do this. I think I might have stamped this like kind of too low on the page to. All right, let's see. That should, every time I mush it up, I get it out of place. Okay. I think that's good enough. Come on, go through, come on. What's happened, you guys, is my tabletop is slippery, so it's hard to push it through. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I'm going to go to plan B. Let me explain to you why I was using this one. Because in addition to, I have another thing to talk about too. These are called Tea Boutique cards and envelopes. They're $10, and you get 20 of them. And these are all the cards that are in colors. So this is what I chose to do my card base with. So it's this one, and this is the card. And so I wanted to use the blue flowers, the Orchid Oasis, to match the envelope, but I'm not going to worry about that matching because I cannot. Oh, maybe that's why. It's because it was bending. I hate not being able to show you guys because maybe that was the problem. Hold on one moment, you guys. Hold on. Karen Brevard, you were not in Tennessee very long, but it must have been so good to see your sister. Karen lives in Idaho and came to Tennessee to see her sister, but she was 5 hours from where I was, so there was no chance that we could get together because it was just too far. All right, there we go. Whew. You guys, that was like forever to make that work. Okay. So here's one of the cards, and the plan was to cut out these two flowers, but literally I moved the die and it flung off on the floor, and people, we have success. This is the most, no, I will not say this is the most awkward because I've done more awkward. Let me get, this little seam right here is what's catching, so let me cut that off. Okay, now I can actually make the card that I wanted to make. So let me cut these flowers out. Glory, glory, glory. I think I used up all my energy getting up and going for a walk this morning. Oh. People, I don't usually have this kind of trouble with the big shots, but today the mini is giving me a run for my money. I don't usually have this problem. Come on. I'm not even sure what you can see. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing on the screen. Maybe not all my... Thanks, Judy. Hey, Miss Angela. I'm glad you could make it tonight. Miss Angela and I had long discussions about whether to buy the mini or the big shot. Or the big cut and emboss machine. It was long discussions, and she went with the mini, and I think she made a really good decision. There's a few things obviously she can't cut, but she's certainly getting her money's worth out of the mini. Okay, let me see if I can get this to go through without giving me so many problems. All right, that was a little smoother. That was a little smoother. So I think that the lens of my camera must be dirty, or my computer screen is just not clear today, because, yeah, it looks very blurry to me. Do you guys see it as blurry? I know, Patty, I needed to get some tape to hold it in place. I don't usually have a problem with the mini, but you're right. I used washi tape to hold it down. So, and Stampin' Up! Just came out with a magnetic platform for the big cut and emboss machine. It's not available to order right now, but it will be after, I think, mid-June. Okay, let's get to the next step in this process, which is the, I'm going to move this out of the way for a second, the adhesive sheets that Stampin' Up! Sells. So they're 12 inches by 6 inches, and what you do is I cut off a piece. So I slipped it out, cut off a piece, which was big enough for my piece of paper. And then on the back of them, you guys, you'll see that you can tear off this piece right here. So these are double-sided. These are fantastic for word stamps. Oops. If you don't take the whole thumbs. Did you see what I just did, you guys? I had my thumb on it and I took the whole thing off. Oh my goodness gracious. This is going to be a night that I won't forget for a while. And then I'm going to put it down on top of my cardstock. Okay. Now, I am going to trim that off because that's just going to cause me problems in the future, so I'm going to trim it off. I thought my cardstock was 6 inches, but it was a little bit off, so that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, so now you have the glue on one side, and you have cardstock on the other. And this is just, I'm just showing this for you guys to know what side to put your die on. Okay, we have one more die to cut, and then we can assemble the card, and then we can call it a night, because it looks like I need to call it a night. So there's that and that. We're going to put that on there. I'm going to put the word send. Now, notice something, you guys. I'm not going to waste all of this by putting this in the middle. I'm going to put this over here as close to the edge as I might get it in camera. I'm going to put this over as close to the edge as I can, and I'm going to save this piece of paper because it has already adhesive on it, and I might have a little flower or a word or something that I want to use. So I'm going to be as resourceful as I can with that die and the extra paper. And I'll give you an example. This is the white that I did for the other version of sending, and this is all glue, so I'm keeping this too because I may be able to use it in the future. So let's get this started. Oh, it's because my surface is so slippery that I don't have any grip on my, come on, there we go. Okay. I can't, this piece of paper, this surface piece of paper, you guys, is so slippery that I can't get the mini to cooperate with me. Okay, I win. I'm bigger than that. So let me take that out. There it is in there. And I'll use my scissors to pop out the extra pieces. Now there's one piece on here. I don't know how you guys are handling it. It's the dot of the eye that I just haven't had any success trying to get out and reuse, so I haven't been dotting my eyes. I don't know how you guys are doing it. If anybody has any suggestions. One thing I forgot was my paper piercing tool, but I think this will work. Okay, so now I'm pulling the word out, and see how the dot, can you guys see the dot of that eye? I just can't figure out how to capture that and get it on there, but what I did last time is because I used black, I just made a dot with the Sharpie marker, and I don't have a marker in colors, but no worries, I'll figure it out. Okay, so there's the word sending. All right, so where is my card base now that I've chalked all that up? Okay, my card base. Am I in camera? Card base. My layer. Of course, I don't have any glue in my bucket. There should be glue in my bucket, dear Eliza. Hold on, people. Hold on. All right, it's a good thing I have a small apartment. So let me glue this on. Put that down like that. I'm gonna put that on there. Is it cooking? It's a little crooked. Let me see if I can get it a little straighter. Let's just see if I can get it a little bit straighter. I'm gonna pull that off. I know it's off camera, but I can't see it when it's on camera. There you go. Okay, so there's that. And I'm gonna glue down my stems. Just gonna put some glue on my stems. I'm gonna put that one up here. I'm gonna put a little glue on this stem. I'm going to put that one right there. Hopefully I have them high enough up. If I don't, we'll wing it. Now I've got my flowers, and I'm going to put those on with dimensionals. Do I have any dimensionals in all this craziness? I have a few, so I'm going to make it work. I'm going to use this. I have to restock my bucket because I don't have enough. Oops, this goes over here like that. I don't have my glue in there. I don't have any more dimensionals in there. I need to restock my bucket. Let me put that there, and that will go there. And we'll put that one up there like that. And it's not exactly the angle that I wanted, but it will work. It will work. Put that one there, and I will put one more here. I will tell you guys after my video. I'll go back and post who this is inspired from. Angela, they're going to have a magnetic plate for the mini. It's just not available yet, but it is coming. So there's my flowers. Yeah, Judy, that's a great idea. A rubber kitchen mat. That's a really, really good idea. I think that's a great idea. Who else am I missing? Oh, good. Marianne, hey, welcome. Thanks. I'm glad it doesn't look blurry to you because it's blurry to me. Terrible. But like I said, it could just be my screen. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. Then in white, somewhere on this table, now I'll struggle to find it because it's been one of those nights, hasn't it? Oh, I found it. This is the sending one die, and then this is the die that goes on top of it, like that. So isn't that pretty? So the first thing, and I already have glue on both of these, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the glue off this one, and you just got to kind of prick it to get it started. Just get it started somewhere. Now you notice, you guys, how I have the E that's in the sending? The E is not coming out. It'll probably come out when I take the paper off. So I'm just taking the paper off. Don't pull it too hard because it gets the word sending kind of all out of whack for the shape of it. Oh, it didn't pull it, but it should come off now. Let me get my scissors and poke it out. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to start with the S and just lay it in place so it's where it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to, my hands, it's very sticky because that sticky adhesive sheets work really, really well. Okay. I'm going to squish the end so it fits correctly, and then the G, so sending. Now you guys, you see where the I is missing? As I said, I just don't have a lot of luck getting that little I on there. It's just not. I'll try once and then I'll give up. Did it come out? It came out in my finger. Now to get the glue off, that could be a whole nother story. Let's see if I can get it on there. If I get this on there, you guys, this is going to be the first time I've been able to do it. Let me see. Let me see if I put my glasses on, if that will help any. Let me see. Pretty close. Pretty close. A little crooked, but... Oh, that'll work. There's an eye. That's the first time I've been able to get that on there. I'm not even sure that's the eye. Maybe it's this one. I don't even know, to be honest. Is the eye still in there? I don't know. It works good. Okay, now I'm going to take off the second layer of the glue. So I did the adhesive sheets on the white, and I did the adhesive sheets on the Orchid Oasis. Because how much easier is it, you guys, to use the adhesive sheets than it would be to try to glue? Let's put this up a little higher. So then we have sending. And in this stamp set, there's tons of words you can use. Sending smiles across the miles, all the good luck your way, sunshine to brighten your day, and all of these too. So there's a bunch. So I don't have my saying picked out, and I'll tell you why. Because Cindy Miller mentioned it once a long time ago, and I think it's brilliant, that she will make up her card fronts but not always put her words on them so that she can put it on as she needs them. And that's what I did with these two cards. I don't have any tags on them. I might need a thank you, I might need a birthday, I might need to get well. I don't know what I'm going to need, so I just leave them without a tag on it. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to leave it as sending. And then eventually, when I know what I want, I'll put it down here and I'll stamp it in the Orchid Oasis. My goodness, ladies, I was tongue-tied tonight. Okay, all right, that's the card. That's how you use the adhesive sheets. Just remember that you put your die on the side of the cardstock. That'll get you adhesive all the way across, and it's so easy to put down when you do it that way. And then keep this whole piece of paper because there's plenty that I can do with this, and I don't want to waste it. So I'll keep this, and I'll keep my white. And what I'll do is I'll get a baggie. Now I could have, obviously, you guys, I could have cut the piece of adhesive shorter. Then I end up with all these little pieces of adhesive, which that works too. I knew it was 6 inches, so I put it down to 6 inches. This was a little longer than 6 inches. I put that down, and I just guesstimated how much I needed to put in width. So that's how I came up with having extras of these. But like I said, I'll just put these in an envelope, and then I'll have them, and I'll know where they are. So this is sending. It's probably going to say a card to say hello and send it out. It'll go, and now you'll see the envelope. It already is matching. Stampin' Up! Did the envelope, so there's a coordinating envelope for it. Let me see. I brought over a marker. I can fill in the circles of the flower. That will even tie it in more. I brought a blend, not a marker. That'll tie it in even more to the envelope. There you go. So that's the card for tonight as I struggled through it. You can CC and use your pick tool. Oh, that's a good idea, Karen. Use the pick tool. Hey, Nancy Riviere, that's so nice to see you. Karen, that's a great idea. The pick tool is a perfect tool for the little dot. That's a really, really good idea. So thank you for suggesting that. I want to put that out there. Let me see. Did I catch everybody? Because there were lots of comments. I'm so appreciative that you guys can come and watch. Let me see. I think I said hello to everybody. I think I got everybody. If I didn't and I missed you, I apologize. But I'm really appreciative that you came on and watched. As I said in the beginning, I hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend. It's a 4-day work week, so we love that. And July is just around the corner for another 3-day weekend for July 4th, so that's fantastic. You guys have a very good week, and I will be back next Monday night for another quick card that we make it and we mail it, and that's what we do around here. And as I said, if you haven't had a chance to join us for Zoom on the last Saturday of the month, 10 o'clock in the morning, this particular month I'm sending out a kit to make one card. So I'm going to be sending out the RSVPs for that pretty soon because I'll need to get the kits made up and in the mail so you have them in ample time for the Zoom room class that I call it. All right, you guys, that's it. Remember to make it, mail it, have a good week. I love you guys. I miss you guys, and I will talk to you soon.